Hi everyone, my name is Jakob and I'm one of 5 team members from Kutoa. 1.6 billion people in the developing world are exposed to dangerously high levels of airborne pollution because they rely on kerosene lamps to light up their homes and on burning biomass to meet their other energy needs. This massively increases their risk of heart attacks, lung cancer, and a range of other diseases, many of which are lethal. However, this health risk brought about by using these dangerous, unsustainable, and dirty energy sources is only representative of a wider problem of lacking access to power in remote, off-grid communities. We believe that everyone should have access to clean, sustainable, and safe electricity, allowing them to use the most basic but genuinely life-changing amenities of modern life, such as telecommunication, basic medical equipment, lighting, and clean water. But when most people first seek access to electricity, they do so with diesel generators because these are just most readily available. As we can see here, though, oil-based energy sources like diesel have a massive carbon footprint and come with a range of other problems. And as more and more people want access to electricity, we just can't keep meeting this demand with diesel. Solar power has already been used in many regions in Africa and brought electricity to many people that never had it before. But if we zoom in on these 3 renewables on the right here, we can actually see that solar still has a much greater carbon footprint than some other energy sources. So let's look at wind, which has by far the lowest carbon footprint. Why isn't wind used more? Well, conventional wind turbines tend to be very big, complex machines with a lot of different parts, and they're heavy and they're difficult to transport and they're difficult to set up. In short, they're just not really convenient in a remote context. So, with that in mind, let me present to you Kutoa's solution to this problem. The easy-to-transport, rapidly deployable, flat-packed wind turbine. Thank you. This turbine will generate enough electricity to meet the needs of 20 to 30 households in a remote community and can be transported and fully deployed by just 2 people with no technical experience and no advanced tools and machinery. The turbine will deliver the electricity to the villagers through an entrepreneur within each community who will own the turbine and sell the electricity it generates to his or her fellow villagers, while we take a cut of the revenue. In this way, we can drastically reduce or entirely eliminate the upfront cost of providing power to remote communities, and it also gives a true sense of value to the owner of the product. So let me tell you a bit about our company. Kutoa came out of a 3rd-year engineering project at Imperial College London, where we won a £4,000 Social Enterprise Award at the Venture Catalyst Challenge run by Imperial's Create Lab. We then incorporated and raised further funding from Bethel Green Ventures. Since starting at BGV at the beginning of this summer, a huge amount has happened in terms of the technical development of the product, as well as developing our strategy and our business, to the point where we're now about to launch a pre-pilot scheme in Devon, for which we're buying in a turbine, to test our data acquisition systems, which will allow us to monitor remotely and in real time the performance of our turbines. This is in preparation for a pilot scheme we'll be running in Central Asia towards the end of this year, where we'll be collecting both personal and technical feedback from our end users, and we'll use the information we gather here to make better reasoned design decisions in our prototype stage. Once we've got through that, we'll be able to move very quickly into production and distribution with a network that we already have on the ground in our target areas and with a demand that we already know exists. So about the team. We're a team of 5 young, really passionate engineers from the universities of Oxford, Imperial College London, and RWTH Aachen in Germany, and we all really believe strongly in this cause that we're trying to further. While we're a very close team that work together on most decisions, Kareem and Hendrik have been overseeing the technical development of the product, and Noah has joined us recently to assist them in that, while Bruno, who had this idea in the first place, and I have been focusing on the development of the business and the strategy. In addition, we've had fantastic support from a range of partners in industry, academia, NGOs, and business, and they've all been essential to getting us where we are now, and we really look forward to working with them and others in the future. So lastly, if anyone in the audience thinks they could help us broaden our reach in our target areas or help us develop our business in other ways, we'd love to talk to you later today, and you can get in touch with us by any of these means. We're Kutoa. Thank you very much for listening.